Welcome to a very good evening on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, obviously, our best football analytic channel in terms of footballing conversations, NBBI in terms of football here. It doesn't get any better than it is, I say, or Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. That's why every day we tell you, self with the best football conversations, yeah. Then you should always subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Notification turn and choose all the same. Anytime your content about drop what have you be the first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Send about BBR about come pam and the name some no and you marry and also of course some breaking news have come up, and that's why I am here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. But a big one is the fact that Portugal for the very first time in 20 years. Very first time in 20 years, they have been able to beat team my friend Germany. I mean, I watched the last time that Portugal and Germany Asia, and almost every time that Germany show up, Portugal for no team in Germany for no cry. And coming into this game, almost everybody thought it was going to be the same story. But this Portuguese side now have come up with some very good performance. Oh, Munich, I mean the capital of Germany, over the Allianz Arena, the same stadium and about the Champions League final last Saturday or Portugal for have gone there and have done the job. In fact, in the first half, we should have starting lineup. Roberto Martinez at the core game. Everybody was a little bit confused. João Neves at right back playing Gonzalo Inacio, and Abantia, your friend Ruben Diaz, and of course on the other side, Abantia friend Nuno Mendes, Fiifi-Manfred, Bruno Fernandes, and Abantia friend Bernardo Silva. Then of course adding Abantia friend Ruben Neves to add some still to Fiifi-Manfred. But anytime I Portugal for no Equitabona, then of course I branch your friend João Neves, everyone Fiifi-Manfred to come and add up to the number centrally. Of course, the width was kept over there by two very good players from outside. Of course, Portugal had it obviously almost every time. And I'm branch your friend Bruno Fernandes. Not every time that will keep you with at the Portugal. And of course, the 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, no anymore. Charlie. You can't take anything away from Ronaldo. At 40 years, still going, still pushing, deciding not to give up on an international career. Why not just Obesampo at the highest level in the World Cup next year? So it's something that's important for him. Of course, Germany for not a really somewhat of a weakened German side. Jonathan Tah, Alessandro Pavlovic, Joshua Kimmich. On the other side, then of course in the middle of the park they had some very good players in Abantia, Jefreno, Pavlovic, then of course Jon Goretzka as a number 10 for Verts, as a number 10 for them, and of course they had some very good players to try and make sure they will go into the game. In fact, first half in India was all Germany. Germany had the better chances, control the game. In fact, got a goal in the first half for Abantia friend Florian Verts. After that, it was about really how Portugal were going to go into the game. So Portugal could have turned it around, or couldn't they have done it? And in the second half, Portugal had some very good changes. On my team, they brought on Sergio Conceição, Obaba Ball, Abantia friend Vitinha with Fiifi-Manfred, or the proper fullback on the side of João Neves in Abantia friend Nelson Semedo. I'm just saying about Portugal will get a balance that is so neat in the game. And that's exactly what they did. Once the first goal that came, Florian Wirtz glancing header to make it 1-0. Then in the second half, Sergio Conceição by the ball, first goal equalizer, and then of course the last goal came from Abantia friend Cristiano Ronaldo, who punched it in. So what it means is that Portugal are moving on to the Nations League final. Almost trying the winner between Spain and France. Whoever wins that game meets Portugal or the Nations League final. No, Cristiano Ronaldo pon game or no dino koha again or say Charlie. You had a very good game today. Cristiano Ronaldo was really important on the day, given how Portugal for wanted to play, and of course how Roberto Martinez wanted to play. Such a huge night for Portugal for how they played. 937 career goals for Cristiano Ronaldo. 937 career goals for Cristiano Ronaldo. Never ending Cristiano Ronaldo. Still delivering at the top level for club and country at age 40. I mean, when people say Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously one of the greatest of all times, you give him the credit. It's part of it, the longevity of Cristiano Ronaldo at the highest level in the UEFA Nations League semi-final when Neymar in Portugal needed somebody to stand up so that they can be counted. No, that's exactly what Abrantia friend Cristiano Ronaldo was able to do on the night. And I think that is some excellent performance. Of course, the goal came from a very good cut back from Abrantia friend Nuno Mendes from the fullback area. But then again, you give credit for Cristiano Ronaldo for the movement in the box, arriving in there, and then of course a very good save. In fact, in the first half, the two goalkeepers were good, but the big one in the first half was Portugal for goalkeeper Diogo Costa. Then in the second half, as I see, said Marc-Andre ter Stegen has been reading what all of you Barca fans, all of you football fans, Mokasero was Sisiade, Mono Abrantia Efreno. Marc-Andre ter Stegen will lose to form and it's not good enough, and Juan Garcia is going to take over the job and stuff like that. It's as if Senna Abrantia Alfredo, Marc-Andre ter Stegen was listening. Second half, no, super performance from Abrantia Alfredo, Marc-Andre ter Stegen to make the score. Still at 2-1. Now, one record fell down. Sergio Conceição, I mean, the father of Abrantia Alfredo, Francesco Conceição, also a hat-trick in Portugal's last win over Germany. Let's say in 20 years, Portugal had never beaten Germany. The last time Portugal win over Germany, Sergio Conceição, Francesco Conceição, Papa share hat-trick. This time, Francesco Conceição nearby and Papa share goal. Today, his son scores for Portugal to beat Germany. I mean, a family thing. It's a family thing for the Conceição family. I mean, what a game that they've had. Portugal are headed to the Nations League final, like we did mention over there. Important game and win for my branch friend Cristiano Ronaldo. And the fact that things are going to go well for Cristiano Ronaldo and in the brand here. I mean, Euros 2016, we're winning Euros now. Nations League 2019, we're winning honor. Nations League 2025. Cristiano Ronaldo looks like he is en route to win his second Nations League almost everybody in the Portuguese team was super. From my branch friend Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, everybody put in an excellent performance for the team to be able to get a job that they had to do over there. And I think that you have to give the Portuguese national team a lot of credit for how well they played on the night, how they make sure that they stayed in the game as long as possible, especially in the first half. The Germans will not blow them away. They did a very good job. Will build that quality without a CD and the quality of Schlotterbeck and Rudiger. I think they affect them by now. Also, you are Germany for the person ball. Now they didn't have the quality of a branch and Nico Schlotterbeck with Chilonum. They didn't have Antonio Rudiger with Chilonum. It really affected the Germans being built up. As you can see with this match, why Xavi Alonso effectively hit Jonathan Tah in the middle of the back three. He has been shocking and defending, and I think I saw that too throughout the game. You could see said the way an all ball Brantia, your friend Jonathan Tah, he was always going to come with an issue over the Jonathan Tah had a big problem in the game, and of course when you look at the game, an excellent display of Horum. Good game from Cristiano Ronaldo, and in the mountain, and of course team my friend Germany. Given how they had to go and play at home, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Cristiano Ronaldo loved it. Nuno Mendes also loved it over there. And of course, Roberto Martinez. Looks like things are going to go on well for our brand friend Cristiano Ronaldo in trying to win the UEFA Nations League. Congratulations to Cristiano Ronaldo and then the Portugal national team. For the quality of job that they have been able to do. We'll see how things will turn out for them. And Yami had much. And a big one, France versus Tima. Your friend is Spain, Lamine Yamal versus Ousmane Dembele. We'll see how that is going to turn out. And we'll see who is going to win that one. But over here, it is done. Portugal are through. But big one, we are with Chelsea. Just a couple of hours ago. And I'll say I'm here, your friend Liam Delap. Now, Liam Delap didn't come to the Ipswich Town fans. He has spoken about the plan for Chelsea, what he wants to come and do, what the club means for him. On Chelsea for no posti, my page on my, I'm say, Liam Delap, welcome to our home. That is what Chelsea for the Coco told him about Alibantia, friend Liam Delap. And the fact that he was joining Chelsea Football Club. So Liam Delap, welcome to our house. And I say I wanted to come here to win trophies. That's what Liam Delap now away from that, Liam Delap penny elected. I made the Momo Oko Athletic. Almost Chelsea have completed a sign of Liam Delap from Ipswich Town. The England under 21 international has signed a 6-year deal at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea will pay 20 million upfront out of the 30 million release clause now. Ipswich also have a sell-on value for Abrantia, a friend of Liam Delap. I mean, quality display from Abrantia, a friend of Liam Delap, and the fact that Chelsea have really wanted him. Chelsea wanted Abrantia friend Liam Delap. They believe say, Osha the born and the way any money congested now. Here out and out strike will be Gina Hormatch born tight space attaining. Now one making useless or centre back. So making your Maya aggressive when we need dwell so when Fiifi on them. Now of course, so actually when we are congested and they get a job done. That is the kind of player Abrantia friend Liam Delap, a centre forward who understands the centre forward role. Or a little bit of a brute centre forward. I mean, traditional centre forward. Centre forwards now, not first alone. When he ding on Jao, we need dwells against him. Area dwells to be winning. Chelsea have always wanted a branch of friend Liam Delap, and then they've gotten their man over there to come and do the job for them. And what we heard in the past few hours, any days, and is a deal that was done by two main people, Joe Schultz, who is one of the head of scouts in Chelsea. And Brenta Fernandes Maresca. Joe Schultz is very experienced in terms of scouting, scouted some of the best players across the world. And of course, Brenta Fernandes Maresca. And when you look at Joe Schultz, Chelsea for have said several times that he adds a lot of quality to them. Enzo Maresca knew Brenta Fernandes Liam Delap from days or the Man City under 21 squad, and he always needs a boy in a good developmental squad, and on any Juma Romeo Lavia Cole Palmer. So you always feel that this is a player obetting developing a year, and of course for the neighbor BBA come, and that's exactly what Abrantia, your friend Liam Delap, any Chelsea deal is truly about. Chelsea for GD said they have their new Diego Costa team them. Or my unveiling, come on, or my Jesse, come on, and we are very certain saying from Yamia Mochina Corner, Liam Delap could start the job. And I said the last time, say me, I never come to Liam Delap. It's not just the fact that Obitimia Shegos and Abisa. What I love about Liam Delap is the fact that or you're bullish or you're combative or you're a no-nonsense guy. I think that it's a character trait, any temperament that Chelsea have lacked in the last few years, especially under Cleric. They've not had a kind of players that are bullish and combative and a pure shit house set of players. No, say, oh yeah, wine or Bepimo. There is a video. Ipswich versus Man United, Liam Delap and Manuel Ugarte, you can tell that this is a striker that is ready to fight, and very, very important player over there for Chelsea Football Club. Something that's very, very important, and I think that it's a good one. Chelsea for in the next few hours, I prepare a meeting with AC Milan for Abrantia, your friend of Mike Maignan. Maybe catch you earlier said the conversation around Mike Maignan was simple. Chelsea for evaluated him around 10 million. AC Milan for evaluated him around 30 million euros. So it means that there's a difference in evaluation of somewhere around 20 million. I like the fact that Chelsea for now started from 10 million. It doesn't mean that they will buy the player for 10 million. They just want to start a negotiation there. Omo himself Mike Maignan M-Peso Betsana AC Milan. Omo himself Mike Maignan Obenya higher salary or Chelsea. Omo himself AC Milan cannot offer the French national team goalkeeper Champions League football, and they cannot fight to him. In Tisaria, they will low ball for the first offer. Then Uncle couldn't come out be about 15 million. And I think that Chelsea most likely will buy a branch friend Mike Maignan in and around 15 million euros. And on Mediterranean Abrantia, your friend of Mike Maignan. In fact, Mike Maignan is a very, very important player to Chelsea, and they are pushing him to make sure say on Maignan at that price. And AC Milan will not make it easy, but I'm very certain say by the time on maybe negotiations, so Chelsea will get him around 15 million euros for him to become the next goalkeeper. Like I said, 29-year-old goalkeeper, very, very important, very experienced in the talent area. And of course, Oshedia Mike Maignan in Jumara, he's going to be an important player over there for Abrantia, for Tima, your friend of AC Milan, team friend of Chelsea over the Man City. And Ryan Cherky, reached an agreement on personal terms, official bid to Olympic Lyon, expected in the next few hours. Man City for no, and the official bid got come up. But then there is the here we go for Brentford friend Tijani Reinders. And this is some of the issue. Oh, AC Milan, what on best player of the season? Just 65 million euros. 65 million euros, what on best player? When your friend is saying Leverkusen edging 150, 130 for flying vets. Old Town best player. Tijani Reinders is a ball carrier, he's a dribbler, he's a very, very good midfielder who crashes the box. Old Town for this meager sum, and now they turn Brentford friend Tijani Reinders. And after that, we are not have a case open how much for Obiakan 1 year on the contract. So I mean, AC Milan for Omonye serious. Omonye serious with respect to how they are doing their things now. We'll see how things are going to go on with our Brentford, your friend Tijani Reinders. But then that is done also with our Brentford friend Ranchek, done over there. Uti there has been an update on our Brentford friend Cesc Fabregas. So we'll be free come and also free on. The news is that after initial talks tonight, Cesc Fabregas and Inter will discuss again on Thursday in order to make a final decision. Como insists on their position, not giving green light to the move at the current stage. Almost right now, the Cesc Fabregas and co. I think that it will come down to money. One Shani and Como will force Inter to pay something small to them, some 5 million, 2 million, 3 million B for Brentford and Cesc Fabregas to move to Inter Milan. Up to the Spanish manager now, if he wants to leave Como and then move on. Madrid for are closing in on a big player. Madrid closing in on a big player. Big player. The next big thing in terms of South American football, Park and Fiifi, is the boy that's called Franco Mastantuano. The last time I told you about him, said if you want a deep line playmaker, crashing the box, combating midfielder, winning duels, ground and aerial duels, ball carrying, dribbling ability, the boy called Franco Mastantuano. Now, or a River Plate for player. A lot of teams have gone to him. In fact, Ostole the deal between Paris Saint-Germain and a River Plate because he was waiting for Madrid. And that's the thing. These South American players, maybe because they are Spanish-speaking countries and there's connection with cultural assimilation. It's a place where they know, it's a place where they've grown up. Their things are similar from them because of colonialism. But they love Barcelona and then Spain. Barcelona and Real Madrid. And of course, immediately the fight became between Real Madrid and the Paris Saint-Germain. In my head, I'm saying that Brentford friend Franco Mastantuano is definitely going to choose team my friend Real Madrid. Obviously, already Madrid is a bigger club than team my friend Paris Saint-Germain, but still is going to move on from there. I understand the release clause for Mastantuano around $45 million with $10 million taxes price indicated by River Plate to all clubs interested. Madrid keep working hard in recent hours to advance Franco Mastantuano deal with a battle with Paris Saint-Germain, who has been on it since April 14th. Madrid is about to sign another player. Of course, they are going to have their man. Madrid will have their man in Abrantia, a friend of Franco Mastantuano. Franco Mastantuano. Don't forget the name. It's going to be a big player. What we are hearing is that Osimhen remains on high for Al Hilal. Hilal for one is actually Bruno Fernandes. Manager in Abrantia, friend of Simeone Inzaghi. But they need a striker or team, and that is why they are bringing Abrantia friend on per Victor Osimhen. And you see, the thing with Victor Osimhen is that at age 25, I think that any Chelsea, quite a lot of the clubs are beginning to pull away from Osimhen deal. Maybe because it is too expensive. Maybe I think it's high time Osimhen readjust the demands. And yes, it looks as if the only destination for Brentford friend Victor Osimhen is Saudi Arabia, because already a release clause of 75 million euros, and Al Hilal for now working on the player to try and see if Victor Osimhen can come there and come and do the job for them. They want him. Salazar for manager. Carlo Ancelotti didn't come about Chelsea player Andre Santos. So he has a lot of quality. I don't know much about him, but from what I saw this week, he's a complete midfielder over there when it comes to what Chelsea are beginning to do over there, the quality that he comes with. If you want to Brentford, a friend of Carlo Ancelotti, or say Andre Santos, a very complete player, and he thinks that he add a lot of quality to Chelsea team. We'll see how things are going to go on from there when it comes to Chelsea. And then the players are more bound Club World Cup and 167. Very important over there for Chelsea for them. We'll see how things are going to go on from there. Chelsea for have come in with a more player, of course, with a brand friend Liam Delap. We'll see how things are going to turn out. Guys, this is why I think we have to draw the curtain. On Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. A very, very big conversation. Out of my channel, but we'll be back with some very, very good betting codes. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Whilst also we'll give you some good games for you to do the analysis. But my question that I leave for you is between Georgi Petrovic and Mike Maignan, who would you pick? So your Chelsea Sporting Directors. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.